Well, ladies and gentlemen, you know how I've been all over the place recently. Been playing other games on the channel like Artery Gear, making videos for that. But you haven't checked out those and you're playing that game, highly recommend them. But I saw some stuff came out for GS, and one of the things looked really exciting, and the other one was just kind of like, what? Why? It took y'all this long to put it in? And a lot of people was telling me that I should talk about that thing. And I think it's a boring topic. The other thing is pretty cool, but why do y'all want me to talk about account deletion? So in GS now, you can delete your account, which is cool. It's good for re-rollers, but like for everyone else, it's kind of dumb. Like, are we really this low, ladies and gentlemen? This piece of news is so exciting that it deserves a video by itself. Like, people were telling me whenever this dropped to make this a video all on its own. Like, I know GS is in a dry spot, but really? But not only do we have this piece of news, we also have a new unit coming in JP and a new auto system coming in JP, which is crazy. And I want to talk about that first before we talk about the units. So the new auto system, this is what it looks like. This looks a little bit crazy to read and everything, so I'm going to explain it to the best of my ability. The way how this auto system will now work, you are able to pretty much instruct a unit to do exactly what you want them to do. And you can see that on the right side, whenever you do this, you set them to AI. But it's like a flow chart type of deal, right? It's like, okay, Vox, activate Magia Drive. Once Vox is in Magia Drive, if HP on anybody ever drops below 50%, then he can use his art. And you can like kind of set up more slots for this. I don't know how many like options we can set up. I don't know if it's like a limit to it. Oh yeah, it says right there, 10. We can only do 10. This is great. Honestly, the main problem with using like the Phantom Bullet units and stuff like that on auto was the fact that they couldn't use their Phantom Bullet. But now with this new auto system, they can. And this is very similar to what's actually in Artery Gear. They have a very advanced auto system over there where it's pretty much like this. You can set the exact thing that you want your unit to do and when to do it, which is really nice. I want to know if this will also be working with auto loop. I'm assuming it will, because if that's the case too, I wonder if you can also tell it what equips to use at the same time. So if you can be like, okay, as soon as quest starts, pop the support item, which let's say is Terrace Conjunction. Boom. You now solve the problem with auto where you no longer have to use like EX Gate or Arachne's Blood to get the 100% crit rate for your whole team if you don't have a crit buffer on your team in terms of you doing auto. So I'm going to definitely explore this more and probably post a guide on it whenever it comes out onto the global side of the game. And I really hope it comes out soon, but knowing GS, you know, maybe, maybe not. We'll have to see. It's really a toss-up. And then we have the new unit, which I think is part of the new Ninja Saga. And yeah, it actually is. And it is Sakuya, which is, I think, a descendant of Saku's family. But not only do you have Saku coming, you can also see these are all of the other characters that are currently advertised for the next Ninja Saga. You can see we got some of them already, like Genzo, Tamame, is that what her name is? I forgot her name. The new Mizuki, and on the right you can see Sakuya, and then some redhead guy with the huge great sword. I'm assuming this is probably a descendant of Kisaragi, and then we have the two people at the top, which I have no idea who they are. But Sakuya is out, and this is a pretty crazy unit. It's a little bit unique, So her skill is she's able to plant bombs. Her art is actually able to increase everybody's evasion by 5% based on the number of bombs planted. Whenever you use your true art, you activate Kaigen mode. It doesn't say here, but that's what happens. Deal 40,000% earth damage physical. You explode all bombs, and for every bomb exploded, you add 10,000 damage dealt. For 15 seconds, you also increase all allies' physical damage by 100%. Her passive is when true art is activated, enter Kaigen for 120 seconds. In Kaigen/true Kaigen, ignore 100% of the enemy's defense and increase art gauge by 5 per second. Second passive is when Kaigen is activated, if enemy is God or Spirit, activate True Kaigen and increase damage to God and Spirit enemies by 200% and increase accuracy by 10%. Okay, so that's kind of interesting. I mean, I think most enemies in the game that you fight are usually what, God, demons, dragons, right? Those are like the main three. But yeah, this is interesting. Placing the bombs on the ground, like, do the bombs stay if you stage transition? I hope so, because if you wind up losing your bombs, then that's going to be kind of bad. But you plant the bombs on the ground. Let's say they stay through stage transitions, and then once you have enough, you know, you just pop your true art and you go crazy. It's interesting, right? It's interesting. We haven't seen a mechanic like this, I don't think, in the game. I think the closest thing we have to this is like the magic circle mechanic that Dark Elise can do. But who knows? This could wind up hitting pretty hard because you can place, what, 6 bombs? Yeah, you can place 6 bombs, which is an additional 60,000% onto your true art, meaning that you can get a 100,000% true art modifier. And if you're going up against a God or Spirit, then you also get the 200% damage up to them. and you ignore enemies' defense, which is really good. I mean, that's a lot of damage, to be honest. But of course, she has her own true weapon, which is a 5-star physical. This thing will increase your own damage by 50% and decrease enemies' earth resist by 30%. And when equipped by Sakuya, you will increase your skill CT speed by 30% and increase max number of bombs by 1. So you can actually get your true art multiplier even higher, which is kind of crazy. So instead of it being 100,000, you get, what, 110,000 instead? Seems like a fun playstyle to me. I wonder how the animations look, which I don't think I have those yet, unfortunately. And I think that's it for actually for the Japanese news. I don't think there's anything new coming to global apart from like the account deletion feature that's also coming out to JP as well. But ladies and gentlemen, that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you all for coming out. Tell me down below what you guys think about the new auto system, what you guys think about the new units. Me personally, I'm liking how both of them are looking. But thank you all again for coming out. It's been your bro OP. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Also, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you check out either one of the videos popping up on my screen right now. Great content, guarantee you'll love them. Oh yeah, before you leave, don't forget to drink water.